Every week that passes by, in regards to Insecure on HBO, this show grows on me more and more and more. Every single episode of season 3 has connected me to the fundamental essence of this show more and more and more. I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Let's talk Insecure. Let's talk Insecure. Now, my overall thoughts of Insecure season 3, episode 3. Very, very good episode. I'm kind of conflicted. I'm kind of conflicted. The reason I'm conflicted is because I'm I was rooting for Daniel and Issa. I really was. I was rooting for Daniel and Issa. But over the last couple of weeks, Daniel's been doing some bitch ass shit. I called it out on last week. My last week's review. I called it out last week. This week I can confirm Daniel's doing bitch ass shit that leads me to believe that he's not quite the man he needs to be. Furthermore, he may not be the right type of man for Issa right now. Have you watched the other seasons? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And just some general philosophy. I didn't like the last 2 seasons of Insecure, to be honest with you. I really did not like the last 2 seasons of Insecure. The reason being is because the whole Lawrence and Issa thing, I never got into that shit. I just could not understand why Lawrence and or Issa would even entertain each other in any meaningful way. I couldn't understand what was going on with that. They sleeping with other people. They kind of halfway sleeping with each other with some weird rape scene, what I call a rape scene, basically, early in season 2, and I just couldn't get with it. I couldn't feel it in my spirit. I'm like, why are these two people even remotely entertaining one another? But that Lawrence and Issa shit led me to say that this show is poorly written because Issa's character really didn't have any character motivation as far as I was concerned. She didn't want anything. I'm like, what does Issa's character want? From her behavior throughout season 1 and season 2, it just seemed like they didn't want anything. She didn't want anything, Issa's character. And with her staying with Daniel, finally it seemed as if the character wanted something. Issa's character motivation is clear, crystal clear right now to start off season 3. To start off season 3, she wanted to be with Daniel. She wanted to find another job. She wanted to get back on her feet. So it's clear the direction that she's going in. Now I can get on board with the show more because it's clear what its main character wants to do. And like I mentioned moments ago, Daniel, he's doing so much unmanly shit that I noticed it on last week. I hinted on it on last week. I told y'all, for y'all who watched my review last week, I said when he was in the club and he didn't really come at the rapper directly to let him know what was up. He doing all this extra cool, and Issa's got to keep pumping him up. You got it, boy. You can do it. You can do it. Have some confidence. I'm like, where's your balls at, bro? I said, bro, why are you not confident about your career to where you can just say, hey, bro, I make beats and we should do something sometime? Why are you all going around the bush and your girls got to pump you up? I said that last week. And in this episode here, we had some shit take place where I'm like, dude, where the fuck is your goddamn common sense? And let's just get into it. Let's get into it without further ado. So we start off in Daniel's bed, right? And Issa and Daniel's all laid up, but they back to back. And Issa gets to fantasizing about fucking Daniel. He acting like Lawrence, weak ass. Kind of worse than Lawrence. I would say how he's acting. I don't know. So she's fantasizing about Daniel in the bed, you know, because she's still sees herself with him, you know. And then we start out the episode at the little dog salon. Or we go into Molly's character at the dog salon, and they're chopping it up. I love that shirt that Issa has on. And they're chopping it up about Molly's new job, and she finally get to work with a bunch of niggas, which is a terrible idea, by the way. If you ever had the opportunity to work with a bunch of white folks or work with a bunch of niggas, do not work with the niggas. I'm telling you that now. Sounds harsh. Sounds a little bit foreboding. But I'm telling you, do not work with them niggas. Okay? I'll explain that one day. I'll explain the nuances of what I just said one day. If you got an opportunity to work with nothing but white folks or nothing but niggas, choose working with nothing but white folks. And one day I'll explain to you why. So here come Molly into her new job. He's way too prideful. That's his problem. He feels a way that his apprentice. Yeah, Molly comes strutting into her new little job with all these fucking all this yo. You know, she want to yo all up in the job with all these little slick ass black jokes and look at us, we like a McDonald's commercial and all this old bullshit. You know, and judging everybody because they black and shit, trying to make it seem like it's all ghetto just because it's different from her last job. So she's yucking it up and she's really uncomfortable. That's really what it is. She's not used to working with a lot of black folks, so she's uncomfortable and she's casting aspersions on everybody else. And it comes back to bite her in the ass. Now, this is Daniel, and I forget his homeboy's name with the Captain Crunch. But he was cool. He was telling Daniel, hey, bro, you know, that beat sound cool that you made. Mix it up a little bit. Put a couple more little sounds in it because the rapper, he liked these sounds, and you're going to be good. And Daniel get all emotional. It's my music, though. It's my sound. I put them in there for a reason. Nigga, you not the fucking rapper, bro. Kareem, that's his name. Yeah, so Kareem, he's telling him, nah, I mean, it's good, bro, but just, you know, put some different stuff because he, you know, that's kind of what he like. It's my music. Nigga, your music not getting played right now. You need them. They don't really need you, bro. You don't really know how to be humble. At least get your foot in the door. You don't know how to play ball. Yeah, bro, one beat is not going to, I mean, a couple of changes to one of your beat is not going to be the end of the world, dude. It's my music, though. I said, come on, Daniel, bro. I said, come on, Dan. This, okay, but let's just get into it. So, you know, Kareem kind of shows him, look, man, I can kind of make that better, bro. I can make it more acceptable so the rapper is going to like that. Now, here goes Molly and her assistant. As soon as they introduced Molly's assistant, I felt the fucking smoke. I smell smoke. As soon as I seen this, I smell smoke. I said, this is going to be some straight up smoke between these two. I just knew it. I said, it's going to be some fucking smoke in the city. It's going to be some smoke in the city. But she's telling them, you know, we don't really use DocuSign. We use a courier. You know, we do it kind of differently. DocuSign is some good software to use. Like Fire Smoke. Yeah, like Fire Smoke. It's going to be some smoke in the city. So, yeah. She letting her know, you know, we don't got all that shit that your last little fucking job had. So don't come in here fucking trying to be all bougie. Where's DocuSign, bitch? We don't use DocuSign. Molly want to act like it's all ghetto. Anyway, don't get me started. Yeah, y'all know how I get. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Oh, now this was a great scene right here. This was one of my favorite scenes of tonight's episode. I don't know how many of you guys have seen Avengers Infinity War, but this scene was like Thor getting his hammer back. When Issa got her new apartment and she walked in the bathroom and she seen that mirror on the wall, I was like, ah, shit, she done got her fucking mirror back. It's about to go down. Money up front and they'll pay you on the back end. Yeah, when Issa got her mirror back, I'm like, Superman's got the cape back. Batman's back in the Batmobile. Issa got her mirror. Yeah, mirror time. It's going down. I felt happy for Issa when she got her mirror back. I'm like, shit, she getting her powers back. That's how I felt. I really felt like Issa getting her mirror back was like Issa just getting her powers back. She was kind of down in the dumps. She wasn't doing too good, but she got her mirror back. That's like Thor getting a hammer, Batman in a Batmobile, Superman got a cape, and Issa got her mirror. And when Issa got her mirror, she gonna have her powers back. So that's how I felt. So I was really, I really liked this scene. This scene was really important in tonight's episode. I was really happy for Issa's character when I seen this. So then we had the little chop it up at the laundromat where, they kind of talked and kind of went over some stuff, and he told Issa about, the little opportunity he got. And this is my next favorite scene of the night. Mirror Woman. Yeah, we can call her Mirror Woman. She is Mirror Woman, though, if you look at it. So we come here to the bar scene, and Issa's friends are telling her, she's telling her friends, I think I'm going to stay with Daniel a little bit longer. I don't really have to move right now. I can kind of still stay, with him. He's allowing me to stay. He told me in the previous scene, in this scene, he told her, you don't have to go. I kind of like having you around. So she tells her friends this, and they let her know, bitch, no. No. And they all kind of was together on this, kind of advising her, you kind of making a mistake right now. And she's trying to explain why it's not a mistake, but they're telling her, no, that's not a good idea. You better off getting your own shit, having your own space, doing your own thing, versus, laying up in this dude's bed and going down that route, considering the circumstances that both of you guys are in right now. So I was happy that all of her friends had her back. Little did she know, or I think she realized, but I like how her friends kind of stood strong on the idea that she was making a mistake, and they was trying to help her out and give her some good advice. Because Issa's known for making some bad decisions, and I think her friends helped her make a good one on this episode. I think Daniel loves her. He also using her for a sounding board so he won't be lonely. I don't know if Daniel loves her. I don't know if Daniel loves her. I don't know if he loves her at all. So this was an interesting scene here where we just get down to brass tacks about Issa really not loving her job. This was a critical scene. That was some bad advice in my opinion. I don't think it was, Brad. Why would you say it's bad advice? He didn't. He don't. They don't need to be together. I like how they shot this. They kind of shot her kind of in the corner, kind of looking small. She really doesn't like her job, with the little fake smile. So she's trying to tell a new employee. She's like, "Do you like it here? Do you like it?" And Issa's like, yeah, no, I don't fucking like it here. I'm looking for something different. I don't like it here at all. And this is going to come back later. Now, Molly been running around, acting all ghetto, acting all bougie rather, cutting all these black people jokes. Black folks is like this and black folks is like that and niggas is late. And she got her ass embarrassed right here. Yeah, because that girl didn't even look at her during the whole interview. Facts. They like each other at worst. They're friends, and she don't have to run that building. Yeah, but it's complicated though, in the sense that you don't want to really be under no man like that, especially a man like Daniel. So in Issa's case, I believe it was good advice from her friends because they're telling her to stay independent as far as how you live your life, right? So stay independent. Don't be up under no nigga, especially a nigga like Daniel who, he ain't really, you may like him, but he's not really the be up under type, if you will. So what they're basically telling her is don't really turn over your independence, because really what the friends is saying is we not trying to hear all that drama that's gonna come after that. That's really what your friends be trying to tell you. We don't want you to keep texting and calling us about what's going on with this shit. So how about you get out, get your own shit, so you can kind of be on your own, instead of you texting us every night about how Daniel ain't did this and how he ain't did that. That's really what they really protecting themselves from Issa by telling her, hey, get out, do your own thing, be your own woman, because we don't want to hear all that fucking drama if you staying and sleeping up in his bed. So I really thought it was good advice because of where Daniel's at. And I'm gonna talk about that in a moment. It's just where Daniel's at right now. I don't think Issa and Daniel really. I think they could be together, but I don't know. And I'll talk about that in a second. Let me get through this. So Molly gets her up in comments. She get what's coming to her with all these CP jokes and I guess he's late and look at us, we on color people time and all this stupid shit. And she get her ass roasted. And I spoke earlier in the scope. I said that if you have an opportunity to work with white people or opportunity to work with all black people, I said choose to work with all white people. One of the reasons why I said that, one of the reasons why is because black people are too good at roasting. White people not really just hella good at roasting like that. They're okay. But black people are expert roasters. And you don't want to work at a job where you can get your ass roasted. Easy. You know what I mean? You don't want to be walking into work one day and you just straight up get your ass roasted. Like Molly just got roasted on tonight. That's one thing about black folks. You can get roasted. Isn't that her friend kind of determining her life? That's not real friend-like. You want to bounce ideas off your friends, though, because they know you. Your friends can see things from your perspective, but not be in your shoes. That's the power of having friends that understand you. They see things from your perspective, even though they're not seeing things they're not in your shoes. So that friends can help you be logical about a situation that you may be emotional about. Because they know you, they understand you, they don't feel the emotions you feel at the time. Therefore, they can give you a logical response to what's going on. And all four of her friends were on the same page about that. But what about having the token white guy? The token white guy's okay. What scenario are you talking about having a token white guy in? I missed some of that. So now we get to the part that really disappointed me in tonight's episode. The rapper, they're all at the studio. Daniel and Kareem's at the studio. The rapper comes in and he's like, yeah, bro, play me some beats. And this fool, Daniel, he gonna play the old beat. He gonna play the original beat. Yes, he's gonna play the original beat instead of the one that Kareem hooked up for him. So then the rapper was like, yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. But Kareem looking like, bro, I told you to change that shit. What are you doing? You know, see, this is what you call going into business for yourself. Daniel was supposed to be working with Kareem on this shit. On this, you know, Kareem, inviting him over to the studio, told him to bring his music, told him, we can work together. And then Daniel turns around and goes into business for himself. This is poor. This is just bad business, bad manhood, bad relationship building. This is just bad biz. You don't do nothing like this. You don't do nothing like this. All because really he's emotional. He's emotional. He's emotional about his music. He cares more about his music being played the way it was originated versus getting into the business of the music business. See, this is bad decision making. This is why I really believe that Issa and Daniel do not need to be together. I really believe that now. I was skeptical on last week, and now I'm for certain. And let me just get down to brass tacks. Let me break something down. It was said by the writers of the show that last week's episode was to show why Issa and Daniel make a good couple. This week's episode was to show why they may not make a good couple. Listen to the Black Guru now. I said after last week's episode that Daniel in that club was being too much of a damn coward. He was not showing any manhood. If your girl got to keep pumping you up and talking you in to making proper career decisions, and then he gets in front of the rapper and he acts all skittish and all extra cool. Yeah, bro, it's nothing, bro. Yeah, bro, whatever, bro. Yeah, man, I make some music, here and there, He acting all cool and not being kind of more sturdy and forthright in what he wants. And Issa's got to fucking carry his ass in that situation. I said this. I said he's lacking fucking tenacity. He's lacking balls, essentially. So if he lacked balls on last week and he lacks good business decision making on this week, what the fuck is there with Daniel right now? He hasn't shown the propensity to be a leader, a propensity to be a man. And then to make matters worse, let's get down into it. To make matters worse, he throws the only value that he really has, which is helping out Issa in times of need. He throws that back in her fucking face. So that's 3 strikes and you out. Period. To me, that's 3 strikes and you out. The only thing he really had with Issa is the fact that he had her back. It's like, I got your back, girl. Don't worry. You're going through shit. I got your back. And he takes that and throws that in her fucking face. Because, like I said, he's not showing any tenacity as far as being a man. He's not making good business decisions as far as his career, meaning that if they're together, you can't suggest that he may make good life decisions. But the only connection and bond that they have is the fact that he's had her back, and he turns around and throws that in her face. Now, what do we really have? What do you really have at that point? So she tells him, I'm gonna take this apartment. I'm gonna move out. Thanks for all your help. And he throws some shit back in her face, and she's like, nigga. She's like, this nigga. She's like, nigga, what? So then, she's thinking about that shit like, damn, this nigga kind of, he kind of on some bullshit. And Daniel feeling all sorry and shit, so he gonna want to go eat the puss. He want to go lick on some pussy because he feeling bad. He trying to make her feel good. So he say, fuck, I'm going to just go ahead and lick on that puss and, which is to unmanly again. This is real unman-like characteristics right here. Very unmanly shit. Honestly. And y'all, some women may be saying, well, why is that unmanly? It's unmanly. I don't want to get into it. Should I get into it? I don't know. Just know that it's unmanly. Just trust me on that. She just liked them. That's the thing. But Issa kind of did something different this time around. She was like, nah, I can't do this. What's brass tacks? Brass tacks is what I get down to. That's the bottom line. You've never heard the phrase get down to brass tacks? Brass tacks is the bottom line. It's sort of a business saying. Like, let's get down to the nuts and bolts. Let's get down to brass tacks. It's not manly when it's his only thing going. Yeah, licking pussy as an apology is not a manly thing to do. Licking pussy as an apology, as a I'm sorry, that's some It's just a weak position to be in. You know what I'm saying? It's very weak. It's just not manly. It's not. I haven't seen any type of manly fucking behavior from Daniel in these 3 episodes. I haven't. And the one manly thing that he had going for him, the fact that he would look out for Issa in times of trouble, he threw that back in her fucking face. So I'm kind of on the three strikes and he's out. He's out right now. You know, I think Issa should get her, get back in that mirror, get back on her Issa shit, and get out there and see what she can do. Because the Daniel thing, I don't know. Maybe she can fuck Daniel every other weekend on the cool. But as far as being a man, I just can't. I can't co-sign Daniel right now. This man being a man with the decisions he made. She will. She probably will. She just, fuck him every other weekend. You know, fuck him twice a month or whatever, once a month. I'm trying to figure out how he paying that Cali mortgage or rent. I don't know, Latanya. It's a good point. So, but Issa kind of stood up. She kind of stood up for herself. She made a decision in a critical moment, laying in the bed with Daniel. And she said, nah, we're not going to fuck. I'm not going to do this right now. I'm not going to do this to myself. And I told you she got her powers back when she got in that mirror. When she seen that mirror, she got her powers back. You know what I mean? She got her powers back. So the episode essentially ends where it started, which are great bookends. I really like this episode for having those bookends. And this was another great episode. And like I said to start off this review, I really am falling in love with this show. Episode by episode by episode, I fall more and more in love with this show. I really do. And I'm curious to see where things go for Issa now. Curious to see where things go now. For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the Black Guru if you don't already. And keep those hearts flying. Visit shopguruhats.com for the latest Black Guru hats. Follow the Black Guru on Instagram. The Black Guru on Instagram. Also follow the Black Guru on YouTube. The Black Guru on YouTube.